Imagine living in a world where music is not only heard, but also seen, where words have flavors and colors have a smell. That is a reality for some people with a rare neurological condition, and some artists are using it to expand their creative limits. Michelle San Miguel of Rhode Island PBS reports for our Arts and Culture series, Canvas.
I think that we're all lucky that it exists, because without it, there would not be the magnificent art that we get to have all around us.
Artist Alyn Carlson has a neurological condition that she says makes her life and her artwork more interesting.
I was probably 5, and I started seeing numbers in color. 3 was yellow, 5 was red, 0 was white, 7 was sort of a purpley blue.
Not only does Carlson see numbers in color, but she says she can also hear them and smell them.
You've been open about the fact that you feel self-conscious somewhat, even talking about this.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, it's kind of because other people can't really relate to it.
Artist and musician Lenny Peterson certainly can.
So when I hear music, I see shapes.
What kind of shapes?
They are, well, they're in my art, and they're anywhere from a straight line, depending on the note, to all kinds of atmosphere within squares and circles.
Both Lenny Peterson and Alyn Carlson have synesthesia, a rare condition where a person's senses, including the sense of smell and sound, get mixed together. We asked neurologist Dr. Richard Cytowic to explain just what synesthesia is.
It's pretty easy. Everybody knows the word anesthesia, which means no sensation. So synesthesia means joined or coupled sensation. And there are kids who are born with 2, 3, or all 5 of their senses hooked together, so that my voice, for example, is not only something that they hear, but something that they might also see or taste or feel as a physical touch.
Carlson says the artwork featured in her studio was created in large part thanks to her synesthesia. Take, for instance, this abstract painting. Carlson says she painted it by mixing colors that smelled like one of her favorite things, a low tide.
So I started to be able to pull in a whole family of those colors that smelled that way to me. It was like an undercurrent in the whole palette. And so from that, I painted a 80-inch wide abstract landscape just from the smell, those 2 colors that came together. And that happened, boom, that was so fast.
Synesthesia is more common than some might think. Dr. Cytowic says 4% of the population has this union of the senses, including Lady Gaga and Billy Joel. Russian writer Vladimir Nabokov, who wrote Lolita, also had it. So did composer and pianist Duke Ellington.
Is synesthesia more common among artists and musicians?
Well, we're more familiar with famous artists who happen to be synesthetes than we are famous synesthetes who happen to be artists. And it's a chicken and egg question of are they artistic because they're synesthetic, or are they synesthetic because they're artistic? But I think it's the former, that and they're used to unusual things going together.
It's those unusual things that inspire Peterson. He listens to music as he works and draws the shapes that he sees.
Now, these shapes appear 3-dimensional in front of you. They're floating in the air.
They are being created in front of me. They're not they're not in the room. They're forming in front of me as I listen to music. And the more I concentrate on it, the more they're going to form, and the clearer they're going to form.
Peterson's paintings are heavily influenced by the music he listens to.
So this is specifically around a Miles Davis song, actually, called In a Silent Way. And it's a very mystical kind of setting for this song. Then the synesthesia kicks in here. I start in the top left-hand corner, and I let my hand go. And it's just a free flow of while the music's playing.
Is it hereditary?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Very strongly so. It runs strongly in families. Either sex parent can pass it down to either sex child, and you'll see it in multiple generations.
Colorful experiences can also evoke pleasant sounds. For Lynn Carlson, this combination of blue has a distinct pitch. Every
time I started to put them together, I would hear cello. I would hear cello music, just a long note, It's not a complicated piece of music.
As the paint is being mixed?
Yeah, as the paint is being mixed. When I would get still with it, I would just hear it.
What would a world without synesthesia look like for you?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't be obviously doing what I do, making what I make. I'd be lost. I'd be really lost, I think.
For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Michelle San Miguel in Newport, Rhode Island.
And that was just fascinating.